What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Neko Darius, and I am doing an F123 MyTeam Career Mode. We are starting out as a newcomer. We are doing the full season. Extremely amazing.
Okay, boss, let's get this team up and running. First, enter a team name.
Oh, obviously going to be Neko Darius Racing. Why not?
Now, let's choose a primary sponsor for this season. Some sponsors offer a larger sign-in bonus up front. Some offer more weekly income. The better we perform, the more our level will go up as the team gains more acclaim. Doing this will increase the income from our sponsors.
So again, my Discord did say that I could actually sign a pretty good one. X4MIG seems to be the one. $4 million.
So let's sign. Obviously, the greater the performance and durability, the better. But be careful about spending all our cash. We're going to have people and facilities to invest in as well.
So
unit suppliers will also provide upgrades throughout the season free of charge.
So as much as I would love to just sign the best and greatest motor out there in the world, which would be probably the AMG Petronas or maybe even the Red Bull powertrains, which is actually the Honda engines, or even maybe even Ferrari, I was issued the challenge of starting with the Renault E-Tech. We're going to start from the bottom. Again, we're a newcomer to the series. Renault approached us and said, we'll give you some motors for the season for 2.5 mil, and we just couldn't pass it up. It was a good deal.
We're not much of a team without a second driver. Let's sign a teammate. Here are the drivers interested in joining our team. Look at their stats and pick someone you think can get us good results, as long as we can afford them. We renew contracts periodically, so you'll have plenty of chances to sign someone else should the need arise.
So as much as I would love to also say we could just get one of the better drivers out there, like Enzo Fittipaldi, maybe even Theo Porchar, Jahan Doruvula, or even Richard Rickshaw, we're actually going to have to go with the cheaper options and choose between either Tatiana Calderon or Ollie Caldwell. And I actually happen to like Tatiana. It's a great name. So I made my team. Let's go ahead and get ready.
Let's create the livery we will be running this season. We can add more sponsors to the car as we sign them throughout the year. And don't worry, we can edit our look at any time from HQ.
I like that design of the car much better. So we'll go with that, and looks like we're gonna start basically where I remember where we started back in F121.
New year, new drivers, new team. Welcome and great to have you with us as we move far away from the paddock to the headquarters of the newest outfit on the Formula One grid. We've been granted exclusive access with an interview not just with the team owner or the star driver, but both. Because for the first time in modern F1 history, the team owner is behind the wheel themselves. Now is a great time to bring a new team into the sport, particularly off the back of such compelling competition last year. 2022 saw huge regulation changes, and it was Red Bull who came out on top in the development race. But that was last year. This year could be a very different story. Let me tell you, this facility is an absolute hive of activity, and there is a palpable sense of excitement around the car they've built. Quietly, they truly believe they can challenge at the top, and they've had the time now to craft a hugely competitive race car. But theory is one thing, and taking on the brightest lights in motorsport is quite another. So how does the owner of F1's 11th team feel as they prepare to be thrust into the limelight of the F1 circus? New driver lineups, Qatar returns, Las Vegas debuts, and the engineering race continues to push the sport and the drivers to new heights. What are they aiming for? Most excited about? Most nervous for? Well, soon we will meet them to find out. But first, let's take a look at the brand new car.
Oh, that's an amazing looking car.
Well, hi. Thank you so much for having us. Great to be here. I'm going to start with the question that everyone is asking. It's been a long time since we've seen a team owner drive their own car, and a lot's changed since then. The sport has really evolved. So how are you going to manage the responsibility of doing both roles?
This isn't about me. This is about my team, and I'm behind them 100%. Together, we're unstoppable.
And tell me about your teammate. They're clearly very excited to have signed with you. What do they bring to the team?
I remember this question from 21. Well, to be honest, their skill set really suits our team.
So tell me about the work on the car. It's clearly a blank canvas. You've done a lot. What have you prioritized?
We focus heavily on maximizing our traction out of the corners.
Now, there's no getting away from the fact that your competitors have a huge amount of Formula One experience. You are a total newcomer. Tell us where you see the opportunities to make those vital performance gains.
A fresh pair of eyes can find solutions other teams haven't seen, and we found some unique ways of reducing drag.
Now, ultimately, your success this season will be determined by whether you can take positions from other drivers. Where do you believe this car has the edge?
But you know, we produced a really streamlined car. We expect incredible top speeds on the straights as well.
And with so many disciplines and experts working so closely together here at your HQ, who gets the coveted Teacher's Gold Star? Who are you most proud of as the first race edges ever closer?
Aerodynamics are perhaps the biggest part of Formula One. What our team has achieved in such a short time is a miracle.
Well, I could talk to you all day. Thank you so much for your time, but I better let you get back to work. There's plenty more still to do. All the very best for your inaugural F1 season.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Looks like we're ready to go ahead and get started. So we're going to go ahead and focus on the aero and chassis department, and then we're going to probably knock this out with a driver training camp that leads into the first week of the season. Of course, we got all these new messages and facilities. Looks like our aerodynamics team is now spec 1, which is really good, or at least good enough for this at this stage. We got wheel rim covers, wing mirrors. We can do some drag reduction upgrades as well, or we can work on our DRS, which I think would actually be smart, since our vehicle is pretty well up there in terms of downforce. Now, of course, we could also probably work on the chassis and do some weight reduction or weight redistribution or some engine stuff, but I think we should really focus maybe on the aero first and then go from there. So I'm thinking definitely looking at potentially the DRS maximum slot gap. So that should be ready by the time the first race comes in. Hopefully it will actually come. As you can see, we got a bunch of things, and according to R&D, speaking of R&D, now that we're working on it, we're not that much better than maybe Scuderia Ferrari. So we're kind of down there. I said Scuderia Ferrari. Oh my God, y'all! I'm already thinking ahead. No, we're not better than AlphaTauri. Seems like we're all kind of pretty close up into each other. McLaren, Alfa Romeo, and Williams. So it looks like we're going to be racing against them. Maybe even the Haas, but I don't know if we're going to be at the top, beating them, or somewhere down low. So we'll just have to figure it out as time goes on. All right, let's advance the time here.
We had a major issue on the production line earlier this week, so the entire development package for the weekend has failed. Any redevelopments will need to be ordered from the R&D screen.
Quite frustrating that the one DRS upgrade, or the one upgrade that we wanted to try to put in for the car, failed. So this will be actually ready now after this first Grand Prix, which definitely sucks. Wasn't expecting that to fail immediately. I want this to be difficult, but again, I haven't had a chance, an opportunity to do this in quite some time. So I want to be challenged, but I also don't want to be completely decimated. Car feels really good going through these corners. So that's us out of Q1, unfortunately. Kind of wish we had a little bit more. We were trending towards at least being P16, but I just know it wasn't enough. Looks like Tatiana is down there underneath Nick DeVries. So looks like we'll be starting 18th and 22nd as a team for Neko Darius Racing's first ever race. Just see if I can get in here on Sonoda.
No need to worry about the tire condition for now. Everything's looking good.
So we did get up to P12 off the start. Looks like I'm going to try to dive in here on Albon. Changed my mind last second. Decided it wasn't worth it. He is on the soft tire.
Focus now for the rest of the race.
So he should theoretically actually be just faster than me in general. I got a little loose coming out of that last corner, so I lost some time to Albon here. I could have definitely gotten him and maybe Sonoda, but I don't think I will. Things can get a little argy-bargy down. I got past Sonoda. We definitely touched. Albon finally concedes. And look at us. We are in a points-paying position. Whew. Oof. I didn't expect to go on. I didn't think I was playing an initial D there, but definitely drifted on that one.
Okay, you're in the top 10.
I compromised my line for that one. I guess we're just gonna settle in and see what happens.
Our gap to the car in front is 3.2 seconds. Understood. Copy that.
Albon will not stop.
So your teammate behind is 8.1 seconds. Okay, the safety car is out. Safety car is out. We need to form up at reduced pace.
Oh my
Close eye on
gosh.
that delta time. Make sure to keep it positive. Right, drop your speed. Our delta's too low and we're going to risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
Albon hit me and broke his entire front wing, guys.
Gap to your teammate behind is 4.4 seconds. Okay, clear. Tyre condition still looking good.
All right, got another warning there for a collision with Fernando, but it doesn't seem like it's affected the car. 10-4, Mark. That Aston Martin is fast. No, 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 no.
And the gap behind us is 4.3 seconds.
I completely screwed that up. Hero to zero, guys. Hero to zero. Gotta get the elbows out on Joe.
Great maneuver. You made it look so easy.
Absolutely excited with that overtake on Stroll. Despite him making a super late move. Perez has blown an engine? It's the first race of the season. Oh, if I'm Max Verstappen, I would be over here sweating buckets on my radio, asking the team what happened to Sergio and what can I do to prevent that. I just completely just ran into Tsunoda there. Get the elbow out.
Brilliant. Nice move. Keep going. Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of this lap. Okay, we had an issue attaching the left rear wheel. I know it's not ideal, but let's try and put that behind us now and get back into this race.
I literally said repair the wing.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
Oh, because these guys just muppeted me and decided not to fix the broken wing that was already holding me back, and now I'm on new tires with still a broken wing. So we didn't even gain anything on this. We're going to wind up losing things on this, which is frustrating to say the least. Something broke.
Okay, off we go, back into the race. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Clear the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track.
Wait, red flag?
We've done all right so far, but this is a chance to take a breath. We've got another half of this race to go, and there's still a big opportunity.
Oh, we had a red flag? Okay. Well, we're going out on soft tires. And the race is going to resume on lap 25. 3 laps. We absolutely have a chance.
It's good to get back on track. Let's make the best of this restart. Let's go.
Tsunoda blew up. Dive it in there, dive it in there.
Okay, clear. Here's some information on Tsunoda for you. They're retiring from the race. Okay, we've got a full course caution. The safety car's out. Keep an eye on the delta. We need to keep it positive to avoid...
I put the elbows out a little too far.
Maintain positive delta.
I tried. I really did try. I threw it in there. I knew better, and I'm paying for it. So here's our second wing change of the race. I don't know what that red flag was for. Must have been something serious enough, but I mean, when I got back on track, I was still where I was, so nobody DNF'd, nobody went out.
From you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that.
And then we got Tsunoda, who blew up on the restart.
Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps. Green flag. Okay, you're losing a small amount of time to the car behind. Let's keep pushing.
A little bit in my way there, Tati. You didn't have to fight me for that one, but you know, it's fine. We're both racers.
Cars in one go. Great job. Really impressive. Okay, this is your final lap. Final lap of the race.
this point, just overdrive it.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
I can get that, Williams. Just got to muscle my way through Bottas. Deep dive. A little too deep, but if I don't care. We'll take it. We'll take it.
Superb win here at Sakir, and rightly so. A brilliant effort from the whole team. Tell me, Ant, how do you think they were able to deliver such an incredible result today?
Well, they certainly stood out as a drive with tons of confidence on the track. I think their ability to keep their cool, even during some of the more hectic parts of the race, meant they were able to capitalise on the mistakes of other drivers, giving them the opportunity to make their way to the top spot with ease.
Red Bull put up an outstanding fight for the front position today, and it's great to see it paid off for them. They do so much for the sports that you can't help but be delighted by today's race win. Let's review the drivers' standings. Today's performance means that Max Verstappen now owns top spot in the Drivers' Championship. Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for Driver of the Day?
Max Verstappen seemed to just effortlessly weave through the other drivers today without a care in the world. He was definitely my driver of choice.
Let's move on to the constructors. Ferrari take the lead at the top of the table. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Standings, at least on the constructor standings as well. We didn't score a point. That's what I was trying to aim for, was to try to get a single point, but we are like P7 overall on the grid. So that, I guess, is something to hang our hat on here just a little bit, and it makes me a little happy to know that we are 7th at least. We did show we actually had pace. We were actually able to battle with people. Now, staying ahead of them was a different story. We were getting completely obliterated out there, so that will be a problem as time goes on. If you liked what you saw today, make sure you come swing by. I will be continuing this series throughout, and hopefully you guys will enjoy. Like and subscribe. Tell me what you guys think of the episode, and give me some feedback. I love it, and I just want to improve and get better. So I appreciate you guys so very much. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time.